Hey, this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. I am in, right now, Young Empires tour van, and I've got Matt V with me. Hi, Matt.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic.
How's your day been?
My day has been glorious. I just came from Whistler, British Columbia. It was my first time visiting there, and this is my first time in Vancouver, actually, and you're very fortunate to live in such a beautiful province.
Aw, that's so nice. Since we're in your tour van, could you pick one object and tell me about it?
Sure. We have this little canister of milk thistle that we use to protect and strengthen our livers.
After a long night?
After every long evening. They're all long.
All right, welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. We've just heard White Doves, which is right now Young Empire's signature track. I've got Matt from the band with me. Matt, I would love it if you could talk a little bit about that track.
Sure thing. White Doves was written when the band was forming after about 6 months, and I wrote the lyrics for it up at the cottage looking out onto a sunny lake, and It was right when the band was getting a little bit of attention from blogs online, and so it was just supposed to be a very motivational song, to reflect the positive energy and good feelings that we were having.
I'm going to jump right in. What is the secret origin of Young Empires?
I guess the secret origin would be Craigslist. One word answer. Yeah, we just all moved to Toronto and met online. Kind of like online dating, I guess. You put out the qualities that you're looking for and the people that you want to spend your life with in a van in closed quarters, and you hope to meet the right matches.
That can be dangerous and exciting. So can you talk a bit about the process?
The process? Yeah.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting emails from strange people on the internet. They've just read a paragraph or two about you, and you guys are trying to figure out if you have common musical interests.
Sure. I mean, Jake and Aaron were the first two to meet, and they had auditioned several players. And I guess they were kind of uncomfortable with the fact that a few of them, drank tea late night at the bar. However, oddly enough, when I joined the band, I'm a tea drinker as well. So somehow I was able to stay in the fold. I'm not sure why. I guess because they needed a singer and a synth player.
So how do three guys decide that they're a good fit?
I don't know how to answer that. I guess you have to be able to get along. You have to have personalities that don't clash, and you have to have the same goal in mind. You have to be willing to, I guess, drop most of your professional life in order to, pursue music professionally. We all, none of us were trained musicians. We were just hobby music players growing up. And, we all had to quit our corporate jobs to pursue this dream.
All right, I'm going to come at it this way. You guys weren't childhood friends like a lot of bands, and that's an advantage because when you're in a van together, learning everybody's annoying traits, you can rely on that history. You guys don't have that, so how about you introduce the other members of the band with one annoying trait you've had to learn to deal with?
Jake is the slowest member in the band. It takes him longer than anyone to do anything. That includes showering, eating, what have you. Taylor's the newest member. He's our drummer. He needs his sleep and Starbucks. If not, he's very cranky. Oh, that's not one word, is it? Okay. And Aaron, boom. You're going to have to edit that one out.
What's the most annoying personality tick of yours that the guys in the band have to manage?
I have a terrible temper. Yeah.
I'll take temper. That's a good answer. It makes you sound kind of like dangerous to be around.
Thank you, I guess.
If I ask the wrong question, is the trigger going to go off?
Yes, it will. I'll push you out of the van.
Nice.
Hey, this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood. Hey, this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. You've just heard Enter Through the Sun by Young Empires. I've got Matt from the band here with me. Matt, I would love it if you could tell me a little bit about that track.
That track is definitely got a party chorus. You know, it's meant for people to just be happy to and, you know, just shout out loud. It's like, oh, 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 you know, very simple, catchy chorus. And, you know, it's also about kind of achieving your dreams and being able to fly with broken wings.
All right, you guys called yourself World Beat Haute Rock, and that's Haute from the French. So I would love to know the story behind that.
The world beat part comes from the fact that when we started the band, we didn't have a drummer. We were using predominantly drum samples, and that's what you'll hear on the record. And so, you know, we pulled from a lot of percussive elements from Latin American music and African music. And the haute rock part has to do with kind of, it's an homage to haute couture, kind of trying to make music that's like a little bit fancy and that has swagger, kind of like almost like runway music.
Okay, you guys have all been in bands since you were tweens. What's a common factor that causes bands to implode?
I think most people are afraid to take the risk of putting themselves on the line to pursue a very risky profession that requires, that's incredibly demanding in terms of the hours that you work. And I mean, the reality is that it's incredibly competitive and the pay isn't great. So, you know, for someone to leave a 9-to-5 job that pays, you know, $50,000 to $100,000 a year to be in a van and drive around, you know, isn't always logical. So I think the reason that a lot of bands implode is because they're not willing to put themselves on the line to follow their passion. And fortunately, we've all, you know, decided that this is our dream and this is our chance, or maybe our only chance to do this, as, you know, we're now approaching 30s. So, yeah.
Cool. You guys have also self-appointed yourselves sexy music for sexy people. So I was hoping that you could describe the sexiest guy and sexiest girl you've seen at a Young Empires concert.
Well, the sexiest guy would have to be Deepak Chopra. And the sexiest woman has yet to come. Oh, it would have to be my girlfriend, actually. Yeah, she's definitely the sexiest.
That's an easy. You got to describe her or something.
Well, I mean, it's, I mean, an elegance and, you know, is typically when you play in these grimy bars that we sometimes do, you know, there's a lot of makeup and a lot of dark clothing. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's fine, but I'm more of the kind of person that likes it nice and clean and bright. Hey, this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
It's getting harder on the covers, the way your body moves. I'm seeing colors, the way your body moves. The way your body moves. The way your body moves.
this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.
Welcome back to The Interview Show. This is Scott Wood, your host. You just heard Beaches by Young Empires. I've got Matt from the band with me. Matt, I would love it if you could tell me a little bit about Beaches.
It's getting hotter underwater. It's the way that your body moves. That's all I have to say.
And now he's going to answer his telephone.
I'm going to put it on... Yeah.
Nice. All right, you guys have done a great job building momentum as a band, and I was hoping you could do a little bit of a post-mortem on where you guys are right now and talk about one thing you guys think you've done right and one thing you guys could have done better.
Well, it's an expensive game to play, and you have to be incredibly wise and smart with, your limited funds when you decide to, make your own music video or hire a producer to work on your band and stuff like that. So I would say, the biggest mistake is spending money in places that we shouldn't have. Losing money sometimes from concert promoters. Like one time we went to Bogota, Colombia, and we had to pay for these visas, and it was ridiculously expensive, and we never got compensated for that. So, over the course of, 2 years, you might spend $20,000 in mistakes. And so you just have to learn from that. And where we're at right now, well, the band is, increasing in popularity, certainly in Canada and the United States. And we're finishing up this tour for this EP, and we're just looking forward to recording our next record and writing it.
Cool. You guys have already gotten a lot of your music placed on TV, so I was hoping you could talk about your favorite TV moment that Young Empire has soundtracked.
I guess The Real World, only because it's not a television show that I particularly watch, but I just thought it was kind of funny to see. I don't know, it's surreal because, it's like a teeny bopper show, and is it not?
It is. So I want to ask, what was the moment? Was it was it after the drunken night where they're soul searching, walking on the beach?
Yeah, I think that did happen. I don't know if you did. You must be a fan because that was the scene.
Nice. Aaron from the band has said, we all talk fashion and art first. That's before music. So what's going on in fashion right now that's got you excited?
Personally, I'm into baggy shirts because I'm getting... It's the new look, believe me. Baggy shirts for men. Oh, yeah, I'm in an interview, Eli. Oh, that was just Eli, manager of Humans.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, for men's fashion, I just like to wear it a little bit loose on the top with the tight jeans. I think that's a cool look right now. Especially for a band that drinks beer every night, it kind of hides some of the roles. And then in the art world, I don't know. It's hard to keep up on it, really.
I'll take the fashion answer, thanks. Okay, what's the biggest show you guys have played?
Biggest show was in Bogota, Colombia, opening up for Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai is a guy who's known for his unique hats and dope smoking. So if we went 20 years in the future and we were looking at Young Empire and their careers, what would we see as your signature fashion accessory?
Jake has really nice boots. Yeah. Leather boots. That's a good look. You don't like that answer, do you?
We're talking about Young Empires. It's one thing about you that people would isolate and say, wow, that Matt, he wears, belts with strange buckles.
We don't really dress up on stage like a lot of other bands because for us, we've never been theatrical like Jamiroquai. For us, it's been always about the music. But I'm sure at some point in time, we're going to have to do wear the feathers that Brendan Flowers wore. MGMT has quite ridiculous outfits, and so does Empire of the Sun. So, that's just, we're into fashion. We like it, but we're not really fashionistas by any means.
Cool. Matt, I appreciate you coming on the show today. As I end the show, I like to get the guest to pick one track of theirs and talk a little bit about it as I bring up the music.
Yeah, well, Rain of Gold was the first demo that we put out to the interweb, and a song that got us a little bit of popularity online, but never went to mainstream radio or anything like that, or to your blog. So maybe after time you will play it.
It's your danciest track.
Oh, thank you.
All right, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're going to listen to Reign of Gold by Young Empires. Cheers.
Thanks. Hey, this is Matt from Young Empires. You're listening to The Interview Show with Scott Wood.